Sponsored by Sprite. It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
So good to have you with us. Ernie Johnson here. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. Joined as always by Shaquille O'Neal. The action tonight at the Verizon Center as the Washington Wizards play against the San Antonio Spurs. Well, for San Antonio, what a year they're having. They've run up
Sponsored
the best
by
record
Sprite.
in the NBA
It's the
with absolutely flawless performances. They've been a
Welcome to the Tuesday night edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan to call the game with our analysts Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr. And the good news about Nene recovered and ready to get back into the thick of things. And so off the tip, it's Washington's ball. We've got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. On the court right now for the Spurs, Parker and Danny Green are your 1 and your 2. Duncan is out there with LaMarcus Aldridge, and it's Leonard in at the 3. Wall, that's good.
He's got so much junk in his trunk, he'll find a way to hurt you. John Wall is 6'4", with a 39-inch vertical leap and long arms to boot. Is an elite physical specimen when it comes to the point guard position.
Nobody near Leonard. Connects from three-point range. Leonard's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Left side, Wall. Sanders with a screen on Parker. And Wall kicks to Beal. And that comes off the assist by John Wall. And Wall, a blur, guys, in the open court. Steve, perhaps the fastest player in the league end-to-end. He is devastating in transition.
Yeah, he's so tough to stop around the rim, even in the half court. But when he gets ahead of steam going, he can get into the lane and then finish with either hand. So, man, he is tough to stop.
On the clock. From the baseline. And he gets it to go.
Wow, he was just wide open there. That's way too easy.
About a minute and a half through the first quarter. Doris Burke had a chance to catch up with head coach Randy Whitman. Doris, what did he have to say?
He talked about the respect he has for the game of LaMarcus Aldridge and how tough it will be for them to slow him down, saying Aldridge is tough because he can score facing up or with his back to the basket. And with his length, it's tough to bother his shot. We'll look to deny him the ball when we can and just try to make it as hard as possible every touch. Kevin, we'll see how successful they are.
Thanks, Doris. There's Parker with the 3, and again, it's the Spurs from deep.
3 out of 4 from the floor, so a good start for this club.
Here's Beal, averaging 6 points per contest. Wall up top. Goes up on the high post. Good D by Parker. For San Antonio, they've gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Drafted 15th overall, Clark back in 2011. The pick acquired from the Indiana Pacers in a trade for George Hill.
And you know, at the time, Manu Ginobili said that he really didn't agree with the trade. Made him angry. He had a real strong relationship with George Hill and liked his game. I'm sure a lot of Spurs fans felt the same way, but even as Hill remains a heck of a player, the Spurs fans have to be happy. As a matter of fact, they are ecstatic with what Kawhi Leonard has been able to do and what he looks like he's going to do for many years to come.
Now here's Wall. Right now averaging 7 points.
Yeah.
Good. Wall's got his second bucket.
Looks like he might be on his game today, Clark.
Spurs leading by 3. And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played. Parker kicks to Duncan. There's the dish to Green. Clock at 6. So the wing on the left. It's Aldridge penetrating. Wall.
And Leonard has been a great fit with the Spurs culture. Quiet, low maintenance, hardworking. Not one for all the glitz and the glamour. Just one watch, they say. Just focused on basketball, not the lifestyle that it affords. Well, they just gave him 2 points. Defensively, you're going to have to tighten things up here. That's not a good sign.
Parker against Wall. Parker outside. Outside Leonard. Duncan with the screen for Green. Leonard with no one around. San Antonio again missing.
Talk about Leonard's work ethic. Instilled in him from his late father, lost tragically when Kawhi was only 16 years old. But his father used to put him to work at his car wash. Really embedded in him the value of hard work. His dad's influence and legacy lives on in Kawhi.
And Washington going with a whole new group here. And the Wizards with possession. Ginobili missing from long range. From 17 feet out, David West grabs the miss. For the Washington Wizards, they won their last contest, that game against the Atlanta Hawks.
It was an emphatic win for them, especially considering that it was on the road. No question, by the way, that it was their offense.
Steve, I love the way they attacked at every opportunity. They never were on their heels, and eventually that allowed them to pull away.
And so it's Washington with it after the basket by San Antonio. And Sessions kicks to Nene. Nene right side. Sessions passes to Neal. Free throw line jump shot.
Start hitting a few of those mid-range shots, and it can open up your whole game.
The Spurs have gone 50% from the field to this point, 4 of 8. Ginobili outside. Right wing. The steal. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Spurs lead by 1. We'll be back shortly live from the Verizon Center. And we got a close game here as we get back to the second quarter. Guys, what's your take on the Spurs so far?
How about the three-point shooting? The scoring has really come in bunches from range.
Yeah, it seems like every time down the floor they're knocking down the triple.
We've got Gary Neal, Jared Dudley out there with Nene. Then there's Jay, and it's Sessions in at the 1. That's the 5 on the floor for the Wizards. Diaw can't hit. Well, it was the San Antonio Spurs winning their last game against Minnesota.
And a very confident performance offensively. Really, how this team clicks. I mean, when they're communicating and executing, sharing the ball, they're tough to beat.
And Steve, you got to love that kind of performance on the road. I mean, to be a great team in the NBA, you have to be able to have that kind of performance in the other team's building. Really solid.
Here's what Washington's going with right now. Gortat's checked in for Dudley. Beal comes in for Gary Neal, and it's John Wall in for Sessions. Nobody near Leonard. Misses off the right iron.
John Wall is this team trying to hold himself accountable to dialed in defensively for every minute he's out on the floor. That's an area he really improved just in terms of leadership, understanding that he has to do more than just handle and shoot the ball to be effective on this team.
Now here's Wall. Beal with a screen on Ginobili. And Wall. Here we go now. 6 on the shot clock. Takes the 13-footer. Here's Gortat. Uses the glass to finish the one.
Great play under the boards for him. And You know, that's the standard that he sets. It seems like all those second chance points, I mean, they're there for him game in, game out.
Pass to Leonard.
好球啊！
Nails the baby hook. Leonard's got 6 points.
直接把 Porter 闪过
A very
去。
good rate of rebounds and blocks and steals.
Yeah, he's an impact guy. I mean, he's doing those things already. And as he adds consistency, I think he can become one of the top defenders at the point guard position. And can even defend twos at times as well, Kevin.
And a chance here to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Doris Burke. Hi, Doris.
Well, thank you, gentlemen. When the Spurs first acquired Kawhi Leonard, Tim Duncan was less than impressed. He said his shot was errant and, quote, he had a lot of work to do. But 3 years later, Duncan definitely a believer. He said, I'm honored to be on this team because he's going to be great for years to come. And I'm going to hold on as long as I can. Guys?
He's improved every season, Doris. Thanks.
好球！
And he gets it to go.
Wow, this has been a thriller. I mean, the way these teams are battling, just going back and forth.
Would you like to bet that this game may end on a buzzer beater? How much would you bet?
That's good. Guys, no one team gaining control early on.
Give and take, back and forth, the whole way thus far.
Yeah, 6 lead changes already, and as Rasheed Wallace once said, both teams playing hard, my man.
Parker with a clean look, and it's San Antonio with another.
That's just a case of 2 teammates working perfectly together, one setting the screen and the other using it to get that separation.
And Wall, here we go now. And Washington again with the bucket.
A large part of what they've been able to do here is centered around his offense.
We're out halfway through the season and a chance here to recap where all the teams in the West sit in the standings. You look at San Antonio, quite a season they've assembled here, guys, perched up there in first place and playing terrific basketball game in and game out. And, of course, the Golden State Warriors, a game and a half out.
When I look at San Antonio, they've been effective in just about every aspect of the game. I mean, you can't find too many things that they do wrong. They're a very complete team.
Which is
Oh,
exactly
sure.
why they've been able to maintain their status, Clark, as one of the favorites for the
Come on,
NBA
no
title
time.
this season. I mean, there's no easy way out against this club on a nightly basis. I mean, they're talented, they execute, they're well coached. That's why they are who they are.
Here's Beal following the three-pointer by San Antonio. And Wall kicks to Beal. A baseline J. Here's Sanders. And he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket. Sanders has got the game tied up here for the Wizards. San Antonio's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight. Aldridge sets up the pick now for Parker. 1:16 left now here in the second. Over in the corner, Green. Duncan dishes to Parker. That's good, and so Duncan with the assist. That's 7 points for Parker.
That's pretty much been the norm for them, getting their points off assists and great ball movement.
Nice rhythm and flow for this team. Tremendous communication and alertness.
Now here's Beal. Towards top with a screen on Green. Here's Beal. No good on the shot, a bit long that time.
He's not necessarily a strong inside presence, but he needs to polish those chances off.
Parker passes to Leonard. And the foul called on
然后进攻犯规。
That is his first foul of the game.
Terrific defensive play to cut him off and square up.
And he took a shot. Excellent toughness to get in there and make a play. I love that kind of work.
Here's what Washington's going with right now. Jared Dudley's checked in for Gortat. Gary Neal comes in for Beal. And Sessions subbed in for John Wall.
好
So
球啊！
San Antonio
哎呀，没
with an
进。
almost entirely new group here. Boris Diaz checked in for Duncan. Matt Bonner comes in for LaMarcus Aldridge. Anderson, he's checked in for Leonard. That's Mills in for Tony Parker.
Seems like they're on their heels every time defensively because the ball continues to go into the post.
Well, if they don't pick up the aggression, things are only going to get worse.
Dial, the screen. And Mills kicks to Bonner. And here's Anderson from the arc. No good on that last second attempt. So a tie game here as we finish the first half. Here we go now, the start of the third quarter, welcoming you back in a closely contested first half so far. You look at John Wall. What a contribution so far.
Yeah, he played a very mature first half offensively, just finding gaps and making good decisions, getting into the defense and knocking down shots.
Well, the way he played that first half, that's exactly what we're talking about when we say offensive efficiency.
Here's who Greg Popovich is starting in the second half. Green teams with Leonard on the wings. Duncan is out there with LaMarcus Aldridge. And it's Parker in at the point guard.
Gortat never really felt at home in Phoenix, it seemed, but he got a lot of his bounce back to his step when he was traded to the Wizards, where he was really a great fit alongside that young backcourt.
Beal can't get it to go.
呃
San Antonio's gone 3 of 7
快点
tonight
抄到
from
了。
3-point territory. Leonard attacking, using his post move to get the 2 points. Leonard's got the first points of the third quarter up on the board for San Antonio. And the Wizards trading Emeka Okafor and a draft pick for Gortat. Clark seemed like a pretty good move at the time.
Yeah, you know, Okafor had that season-ending injury. The Wizards making a push for the playoffs, and they were able to re-sign Gortat this offseason.
Now here's Parker. Bradley Beal unable to get his shot to go. And the wide open shot from Green.
好球！哎呦，
Second shot opportunity, and it's blocked by Gortat. Porter kicks to Beal. Duncan with the block.
Changing sides didn't seem to help them at all, huh, guys? They've missed their first 3 shots in the third quarter.
And it's Leonard. That time on the assist by Parker. And that's now 10 points for Kawhi Leonard.
Well, he gets the fadeaway to go. I'd still rather see him go straight up with it.
They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going. And he's checked in for Larry Sanders. And San Antonio also making a switch. Otto Ginobili's checked in for Daniel Green. And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Yes, Kevin, Randy Whitman had some words for his team over the break. He told the huddle they need to go hard to the hoop whenever possible to either draw fouls or get high percentage looks right at the 10.
敢被马逊过太
He said
是
also that their offense needs to be a patient one. He told them, don't rush things. Use as much of that shot clock as you need to. Perhaps the rest of the second half will look different after those adjustments, Kevin.
And thank you, Doris. Here's Ginobili after marching Gortat's bucket. Aldridge sets up the pick now for Ginobili. The Spurs need to get a shot off here.
哎
No
呀，
leader for Aldridge.
Well, I think the defense got lucky right there. I mean, he's going to make a lot more of those than he misses when he's got that much
好
room.
球啊，守住
Well,
了。
that's a lot of bricks by them early in the second. Only 1 make on 5 tries so far in the second half.
Now here's Parker. Bradley Beal unable to get his shot to go. Duncan against Gortat. Here's Aldridge.
哎，我
Shot
觉得没
falls
进。
short this time.
Great look, disappointing result.
You know, most times he knocks that one down.
The game now all time. And that's 10 points for John Wall.
Guys, he's one of the main reasons this game is tied up. I mean, he's done his part to keep them in it.
Jay's checked in for Washington. And San Antonio also making a switch. West is checked in. West is screen on Wall. And Parker, here we go. Kicks it out to Leonard. Dishes to Aldridge. And there's the whistle, foul hard on the shot. He'll go on.
人家犯规。
Way to play in attack mode and get inside.
And, you know, if you're on defense and you're going to foul, make sure it's a good one. They did for the and one.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And he's putting together a solid year at the
Ah,
free throw.
yes,
With
yes.
his percentage currently about 79.
You know, guys, that's not quite the same success rate he had at the line last year, although it is somewhat in the neighborhood of last year's numbers.
Wizards making a switch here. Dudley's checked in. Here's Jay. And that
Ah.
was good.
Heard the whistle and still his focus, able to knock that down.
And that is not easy, Steve. I mean, to take the bump, to maintain control of your body, and put it in the hole, tremendous play.
Gary Neal's checked in for Washington. Sessions comes in for John Wall. And San Antonio with the change here, too. Diaw's checked in. Here's Mills. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Spurs working the ball around now. And
Oh,
the basket
Ginobili.
by Ginobili. And Clark and Steve, as we approach the fourth quarter, still anyone's ball game.
Yeah, exactly right, Kevin. I mean, these teams just simply keep trading baskets, and as a result, trading the lead.
Yeah, neither side really able to create much of a cushion at all. So, which team can make a little run here? We'll see.
San Antonio's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Leonard dishes to
快
West.
给个空档，好
It's
球
an！ open look and hits. Now it's a 4-point Spurs lead.
You know, he's got a quick trigger from that range when he senses that the defense has backed off.
Nene setting the pick for Sessions. Kicks it to Nene. Feeds it to Sessions. Here's Neal.
防住了，
And another miss by Washington.
Well, I think he had all the space he needed. He just couldn't find the bottom of the net.
Ginobili the pass to Diop. Back to Ginobili. Diop the screen. Ginobili kicks to Mills.
没有3分，哎，
Off target from outside. Here's Neal. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good.
哎，
Neal's got 6.
Intelligent passing there to make that hoop possible.
Here's Mills. He hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change. West the screen on Sessions. Nobody near Leonard.
33比31，赢2分。
And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
Well, it was a great look, and it set up a three-point basket. Scanned the perimeter, found his teammate in space, and put the pass right on the money.
Wall and Beal together in the backcourt. Porter is out there with Sanders. And it's Gortat in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the group on the floor right now for Washington. Beal can't get it to go. San Antonio leading. And it's
Oh,
Leonard.
Joe.
That time on the assist by Green. Green's got 3 assists tonight.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Well, if you just look at assist as the measuring stick, they've been by far the better team.
Outside for Beal. Beal can't get that one to fall.
He's playing selfishly now, guys. He's just trying to get as many
Yeah.
shots up as he can. Doesn't look at all concerned about his teammates.
Passes it to Porter. Parker against Wall. 18 feet out. Rebounded by the Spurs.
Well, if this game comes down to the rebounding battle, they'll be the ones
人
coming
手
out
啊
on top.，
好
Yeah,
球！
they've been really strong in the paint, battling the glass.
Washington calls timeout. And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Yes, Kevin, Randy Whitman had some words for his team over the break. The three-pointers obviously have been hurting them, and he told his players, we've simply got to play them tighter on the perimeter. We can't afford to give them these wide-open looks. Kevin?
Here is Porter following the bucket by the Spurs. Just 4 to shoot. It's Wall with the drive.
喷吧，江沃！
Expires 24-second violation. Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over.
But he looks like he wants to toy around with some of their sets and matchups here.
You know, I don't think you can afford to go through a whole game doing the same thing over and over, and you have to be able to adjust on the fly, just like he's doing here.
Duncan kicks to Parker.
Hey.
Rebound by Gortat. Gortat's got 7 rebounds in the game. Here's Beal. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Spurs.
Well, their passing has been picturesque, a thing of beauty in both halves. More than a few of their baskets have come off assists.
And how about the touch they've displayed from long range, guys? I mean, as a team, they are really shooting the ball well and executing from the perimeter.
Now here's Parker. Aldridge sets up the pick now for Parker. Leonard dishes to Green. And he gets the shot to fall after coming off the pick. Green's got the lead up to 6 now for the Spurs. Wizards have gone a dismal 0 for 5 to get the 4th quarter underway. Sanders with a screen on Parker. Sanders' shot is good.
They were sleeping on defense. The defense really didn't do its job. I mean, a little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint. That's costly.
Well, and at this stage of such a tight game, I think this is when tired legs start to show. and the defense can become vulnerable in the low block.
Here's Parker. After the basket by Larry Sanders. Duncan with the screen for Parker. Outside Leonard. The drive by Green. No good.
All the defender had to do there was just stay close to him, and he did.
All with it. Leonard picks him up. Wall passes to Porter. Outside for Beal, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Wizards will retain possession.
Nice play to get a hand on that pass and tip it out of bounds.
I tell you what, guys, if he gets there a fraction earlier, that's a steal.
Washington calls timeout. They're behind by 4. There's a minute 47 left in the fourth quarter. Here is Wall. And Beal kicks the Wall. 6 to shoot. Left side, Wall.
Oh, yo.
Solid shot from the distance of about 14 feet. And now just a 2-point Spurs lead. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. Parker outside. He feeds it to Leonard. Top of the key, Duncan. Parker dishes to Green. 6 to shoot.
Oh,
And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. Larry Sanders picks one up. And as usual, he's the one directing traffic out there, making sure, Steve, everyone is in the right spot.
Exactly. And the way he keeps all 5 guys on the court working in perfect harmony is, I think, part of what makes him so valuable.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it, Steve. I mean, he's got a perfect understanding of the system at both ends of the court, and he's always talking out there. Any good leader is usually not only setting an example, but being verbal, too. What a clutch performer. He loves being in these situations, just relishes the opportunity. A lot of guys say they do, but you can see it in his face. He truly does.
And Beal kicks to Porter. And out of bounds as the Spurs gain possession.
Boy, did they ever make a mess out of that one. Terrible turnover.
Spurs leading by 4. Parker outside. Pass to Green. It's up a 3. Out to Parker. Aldridge with a screen on Wall. Duncan in the corner. Another shot. San Antonio again missing. Clark, no room for error.
Kevin,
here.
got to be perfect from here on out. You're exactly right.
Here's Wall. Here's Sanders. Oh, hammer! And he'll go to the line.
That's his first personal foul. Shooting for Washington, Larry Sanders. At the line for 2.
Gets the first, and that narrows the lead down to just 3. That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
So clutch, guys. Those free throws turn this into a one-possession ball game now.
And now we've got the intentional foul. And he connected the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. He's able to hit the second one, and that makes it a 3-point lead. Time called here. The Wizards decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 3. 24 seconds left in the fourth. Seconds left in the game. Sanders sets the screen for Wall. Porter passes to Sanders. It's stolen by Green, and there's the whistle called a clear path foul there. Yep, and he'll shoot 2 at the line. He drops the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 5-point game.
And that ought to do it. I think any chance for a miracle comeback just went out the window with those free throws.
And he commits the intentional foul. First free throw is good, and that increases their lead to 6. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 7-point game. 9 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Beal with it. From deep. It's off. And so it's San Antonio with the win. They came, they saw, they conquered.
Hey, Kevin, to me, any win is a good win.
And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Well, Tim, what aspects of what you did in the first half carried over into the second that allowed this win to happen?
You know, we just got the same stuff we did in the first half. They hit a lot of shots in the first half. Guys that we thought were going to hit shots made shots. So we just stayed with it, consistent, continued to push, got some stops, and continued to push the ball back at them.
Tim, thank you, guys. Consistency has always been the mantra.
The 2K Sports pregame show, presented by Sprite.
Hey, this is Ernie Johnson, 2K Sports. Shaquille O'Neal is with me. Thank you all for being here. Tonight...
It's time for some hoops at the Time Warner Cable Arena in downtown Charlotte, North Carolina. It's the home of the Hornets, live on 2K Sports. It's Wednesday Night Basketball, live on 2K Sports. Hi, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan in the booth, as always, with Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr. Look at San Antonio. They're one of the most dangerous teams in the NBA right now. No question. They've won 7 of their last 8.
Well, the system they have in place, Kevin, is perfect. They've been rolling lately, playing so well at both ends of the floor. Very difficult to contain offensively, especially.
Just unstoppable right now, Steve. A matter of fact, it's anybody's guess how long this streak is going to last. But I tell you what, I'm predicting the train keeps rolling and rolling for a while.
Now a chance, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. The starting 5 on the floor. On the court for San Antonio. Green teams with Leonard on the wings. Duncan out there with LaMarcus Aldridge. And it's Parker in at the 1. Hornets have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. Outside, Walker. Outside, Batum. Jefferson with it. Picked up by Aldridge. And yes, sir, that one drops. Jefferson's got the first points up on the board. Here for the Hornets. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Well, the Bobcats then, now Hornets, might have been a little bit late to the analytics movement, but that's going on in the NBA all over the place, and they're full time on it now.
Yeah, they're all over it. Last season they had a half dozen of their staff devoted to analytics.
And it's good. And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. Batum sets a screen for Walker. He dishes it to Jefferson. Pocket 6. Baseline jumper. Jefferson's got his second bucket of the night.
Such a difficult shot to defend. That turnaround.
都这种地方防守真没办法。
Pass to Aldridge. He feeds it to Green. Leonard against Kid Gilchrist. Now here's Leonard. He started close. And there's the rejection. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Back to Batum. Takes the 3. Here's the Cobra. San Antonio with the rebound. They defeated the Wizards.
I thought the way they attacked the rim and got into the paint was phenomenal. It seemed like after a while, the defense just kind of waved the white flag.
That's exactly what will happen when a team continues to attack the goal and come away with layups. It demoralizes the defense.
Could be the first of many mid-range jump shots we see from him today.
The Hornets have gone just 2 of 7 so far. A little bit of a slow start for them. Batum with the ball. He's picked up by Parker. And it's Walker penetrating. That's good.
And he came off that screen. The defense just couldn't get over the top. Beautiful play.
Yep, and without a hand in his face, he's going to bury those.
Kemba Walker, quick, got a great handle on the ball. He's a blur in transition. And what I like about him, he's always looking to push the tempo for easy baskets. And he's tough, not afraid of the moment.
Now here's Leonard. He's coming up a 13-point game against Washington. A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Well, Steve Clifford had a few moments to share with me. He talked about the respect he has for the game of LaMarcus Aldridge and how tough it will be for them to slow him down, saying Aldridge is tough because he can score facing up or with his back to the basket. And with his length, it's tough to bother his shot. We'll look to deny him the ball when we can and just try to make it as hard as possible every touch. Kevin, we'll see how successful they are.
Great. Thanks for the report, Doris. And he gets it to go. And Walker tough to stay in front of, but yet Clark, he's become a great finisher around the rim.
Well, you know, you have to be able to do that at his size. He's listed at 6'1", which I think is really generous. He's more 5'10"-ish, 5'11", and he understands that's an area that he has to continue to expand and add to be the potent offensive player he's capable of being.
Here's Leonard, following the basket by Tim Duncan. Kid Gilchrist against Aldridge, and they take the lead. Aldridge has got his second bucket of the game to go.
His presence is very comforting for this team. He's kind of a fallback option for them anytime they need it.
Walker dishes to Kid Gilchrist. Hits the front of the rim and out. The Spurs have gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. Aldridge with a screen on Batum. Duncan with the screen for Parker. Leonard,
这个的空
no
档，
one
好
around. And a great assist by Aldridge as that one goes in.
That was an outstanding pick that gave him the room to vary the jump shot. Underrated, but not undervalued.
And so the first quarter is in the books. It's the Spurs. They're up by 4. And we'll be back with you right after this.
Coming up next Monday night, January 19th.
Now the second quarter getting ready to start up. And looking at what we've seen from the Spurs so far, guys, what do you think?
The defense was really impressive there, guys, in that first quarter. They came out focused right from the beginning.
And, Steve, that's a big part of why they're on top right now.
On the court for San Antonio here in the second. Mills and Manu at the guards. West is out there with Anderson. And it's Diao in at the 5 spot.
然后等人是在黄蜂。
From it to look at some of the point guards who have been doing a whole lot more than passing lately. They're the top scorers at that position over the last 10 games. The fourth
搞错了吧？还是要
spot
自己
Kemba Walker.
自己交易
This is a
的？
group of guys who have that uncanny knack to
电脑
simply
自己交易的
score
吗？
and deliver the offense in addition to running the offense. What a star-studded bunch of players.
Yeah, I agree with you. The thing that to me
刚买
makes these
上班的
guys
球季
special,
是
Steve,
在
is
讲
that they
飞机
can
转到
do
热
so
火，
many things to enable and help their offense.
但是
Not all
一开
point
始是
guards
在
in the
尼
league
克，
have the unique
然后之后被
combination
交易
of
到小，
skills to produce that these
然
guys
后
do.
最近
And they've
再
done
加入
it
热
on
火
a。night in, night out basis, and I've marveled at their consistency as well.
Over in the corner, Batum.
当初小球战术的时候 ，Starman 算是一个功臣，一个
And
重要的
Zeller
角
kicks
色。
to Lamb.
那 Steve 现在也退休了。
A floater.
看你老师
Zeller
耶，
passes to Lamb. A second chance effort. Shot is good, and the Spurs lead is cut down to just 4 points in the bucket from Cody Zeller.
Boy, he crashed the boards with purpose right there. Well-deserved second
不然应该
chance
是受
points
到
for him.
旧伤的影响，所
Now
以
you look at Jeremy Lin, physically 6'5", almost a 7-foot wingspan, jumps
这表
well,
现没有
has
像
got all
之
the
前那么
tools to
那
be
么厉
special
害。
at both ends of the floor.
West a screen on Walker. Picked by West. High post shot.
好球没有？
And he hits the jump shot. Mills has got his first 2 points.
That's just a case of two teammates working perfectly. Together, one setting the screen and the other using it to get that separation.
And for Lamb, really the only physical knock is that he needs to continue to get stronger, get friendly in that weight room. He's still under 200 pounds, and his high center of gravity means he can tend to get pushed around a little bit, but that's nothing that strength won't eliminate. So the weight room has to be his friend.
Stoudemire outside. Batum dishes to Lamb. And it's good with time running down in the shot clock.
有时候会用这一招哎，可是你怎么防都没办法防。
And he just ducked in for the layup. Terrific job. Kevin, we've got a moment here to take a look at what the Spurs have done as far as NBA stats go over the last month. First in field goal percentage.
现在 2K 是
First
专
in
门
three-point field goal percentage. And they're also ranked number 1
在
in
买
taking
Team 这
care
边
of
下
the
功
ball.
夫啊，
Not
为
many
什么？因
turnovers.
为
They
大部分
value
会
possessions
买什么？
like
买
no
卡
other.
片，他们
And
就
the
可以赚
shooting
钱。
is really what stands
因为
out
不
to
太
me. This is
不
a
是很明
team
显
that does such a good job of finding open looks. They're unselfish. They work offensively to create good shots. And when they do that, they're on their game. They're tough to beat.
And Jeremy Lamb, Steve, sort of a late bloomer. He didn't
他
become
打
a
到后来
starter
你会
until
发现，
his
其
senior
实大家
year
都
back
是
in
用
high school.
Yeah, he
都
was
是用
lightly
强的卡住
regarded.
去弄。
Even in his 2 seasons at UConn, he battled inconsistency at times, but a solid
所以
start
这
to
反而
his
是
NBA
去篮球
career.
比
Good
赛的意
size
义，
and length and shooting ability.
What is insane
因
about
为
the
不可能
Spurs
没，
and how
你不可
successful
能有一
they
支
are
团队
as
是
a
全部人
franchise
都是
is
明
in
星
their
型。
entire franchise history, they've only
不要
missed
吓
the
死人。
playoffs 4 times. That is absolutely remarkable.
The 3 from Mills.
好
That
球
is
没有？
good. Mills has
要
got
说每
5
个人当然
points in the quarter.
每个
I'm
人
not
的
sure
工
that
作
was，the play they had set up, but it was
如果每个人都是
too
明
good
星
of a
球员，
basket.
那没有人要打球。
And the Eastern Conference has been fun to watch. A lot of focus as always this year. And as we hit the midseason surge, Let's check out the standings and how
那你要教他去限制阵容，限制我们卡片的阵容。抱歉，不可能。我只要季后赛模式嘛，给你限制一下。要有几个金卡，几个银卡。之后打到后面根本就是完全都是卡片大战。比谁的网速强，是比谁的卡片比较优。
And with the Spurs in the playoffs, you can't even begin to think about a postseason without the Spurs being involved. Only 4 absences since 1976. That's incredible.
From the sideline, let's catch up with Doris Burke.
Thank you, Kevin. As you know, Cody Zeller was the 4th overall pick in 2013. And Coach Clifford has said he has a lot of physical ability. His basketball IQ is through the roof. He has great intangibles, and he's young. I don't want to limit him in any way, but I want him to progress at his own rate. For us to be good, he's got to be a really big part of it. Kevin, back to you.
An intriguing young talent. Thanks. And Batum kicks to Stoudemire.
当然他自己交易过来，所以当然这个球就在这里。
Covered by Mills. No good from Lamb. Of course, with the Spurs, the last time they missed the playoffs, they drafted perhaps the best power forwards of all time in Tim Duncan.
Well, you know, he's a part of why they haven't missed the playoffs since, but the organization has run really well from top to bottom, and they deserve nothing but the success they've had since their inception because of that.
Now they're finally starting to shoot the ball a little bit better now.
You know, I thought this was the kind of play they needed in the first quarter, but as I always like to say, it's better late than never.
Picked by West. Out left to the wing. Back to Ginobili. Pass to Anderson. Diaw inside. He's against Stoudemire. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot. So they'll turn it over. And some changes here for the Hornets. Jefferson's checked in for Stoudemire. The Cobra comes in for Zeller. And Michael Kidd-Gilchrist subbed in for Nicholas Batum. Outside Jefferson. That is good, and the Spurs lead is cut to just 1 on the basket from Jeremy Lamb.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. I mean, defensively, the wind has just been knocked out of their sails.
Need to get more bodies committed down low.
Parker with it. Here's Leonard.
Oh, you can bounce it.
Wow!
How about?
And we're through 2 here and a good one.
最新 NBA 2K16 是在9月26号即将发行，所以剩下20天。
We've seen Kemba Walker really having a great game.
Seemed like he made everything he got. I mean, anytime he had an open look, he took advantage of the opportunity there in that first half.
And Steve, they were all good looks. I mean, his shot selection has been terrific.
We've got Kemba Walker, the Cobra out there without Jefferson. Then there's Batum, and it's Kidd-Gilchrist in at the 3. So that's the lineup for Charlotte.
Tony Parker, I don't think there's any question the best player
NBA Live 的动作还是有点僵硬，
summer
有
of
点像机器。
2013, he led France to the Euro Cup championship in Slovenia. Just a terrific performance there.
比赛球衣啊、球场，
And Walker
其
kicks
他
to
部分
Kidd-Gilchrist.
其实都做得蛮好。
Jefferson setting the pick for Kidd-Gilchrist.
不过球员动作方面可能还要再加强。
Charlotte moving the ball around. Walker's shot is off. Spurs leading by 5. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Phenomenal alley-oop slam right there, guys.
They're taking advantage, Clark, of a team that looks lost out there.
Yeah, this is threatening to get kind of ugly out here.
And for the Hornets, they're shooting 47%, pretty solid. Outside, Walker. Kicks it to Jefferson. Right side Jefferson. Baseline jumper. And that one goes long. The Spurs shooting has been brilliant in this game, 67% from the floor. Parker outside. Outside Leonard. Green passes to Aldridge. Right side Aldridge. The money from 12 feet away. And now a 9.
Now the defense just couldn't get a hand in his face, couldn't challenge the shot.
Yeah, made his height advantage count that time.
You know, he wants to tinker a little bit, and he's taking the time to do so right here.
Yeah, I think you're right. He just didn't like some of the things he saw out there, a bit uncomfortable, and wanted to talk it over.
Charlotte calls timeout. They are coming into this having notched a win against the Knicks in their last game.
And that game, guys, was really a perfect example of how important your bench can be. I thought the reserve production was really the key.
Exactly. That was where a lot of their scoring came from. It was a big game for the backups. Past few weeks, you can see how San Antonio stacks up. First in fewest turnovers per game, second in scoring, and they're number 2 in assists. This is a team that loves to share the basketball.
And what's most impressive out of all those numbers, Clark, is the few turnovers that they commit. Because now all of a sudden you're executing, you're putting a lot of pressure on the defense because they know they're not going to force a lot of steals and get out in transition to find easy points.
Jefferson down low, covered by Duncan.
He operates pretty well in traffic, guys, but that was a tough play to finish off.
这都是名人堂的。
Aldridge with a screen on Walker. Feeds it to Green. 3-pointer. And it's good. And the assist by Parker.
Green 的3分。
Parker's got 4 assists in the game.
They've been good on all 3 of their shots since coming out of the locker room at the break.
It's not very often you can say this about the future is looking pretty bright in Charlotte.
So often the season ends and you're thinking about the issues you've got to deal with, but right now the Hornets headed in a good direction.
Batum attacking. Oh, that's blocked. On the wing, Green. Outside Leonard. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Outside, Green. The Spurs need to get a shot off here. And it's Aldridge missing.
And for Charlotte, as you said, part of it is feeling good with their direction, but also they should feel good that they actually have a direction after the way the last few years have gone.
And it's Kid Gilchrist penetrating. And it goes. The official calls the foul. Count it. We'll shoot one more at the free throw line.
First foul, teams first.
And some changes here for the Hornets. Pause comes in for Jefferson. And it's Stoudemire in for the Cobras. The Spurs also changing it up. Boris Diaz checked in for Duncan. West comes in for LaMarcus Aldridge. And it's Ginobili in for Green.
You know, having a direction, as you mentioned, had been a problem with Charlotte because they seem to change their minds every year about who they were going to be. They did it for the last decade or so. Now it seems as though their base is solid, and they've got an idea of how they want to build and who they want to build around, and they've got a group that can grow together.
Hornets trail by 11.
之前那从头开始玩，不要再跳了。
Kid Gilchrist sets the pick for Walker.
他从头开始
Just
玩，
over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Kid Gilchrist
就
dishes
是要
to
从头
Walker.
开始玩了。
He kicks it to Hawes. Puts it up. Walker's shot is off. Spurs leading by 11. Here's Leonard. West trying to
有一个空位就可以投了。
and another basket for San Antonio.
He's been so reliable again today, Kevin. And they need his points, and he's providing them.
Kid Gilchrist a screen on Parker. And Walker kicks to Stoudemire. That falls. Nice feed that
只要
time.
切换到补防的时候就没办法防。
Walker's got 3 assists tonight.
Superb assist there.
但是第二
Played
分
the role of the maestro on that one.
And here is Parker, averaging 8 points a game. Now the pass to Ginobili. West setting the pick for Ginobili. Kicks it out to Leonard. Here's West. And that one comes up a bit short.
Boy, we don't see that too often. No defender on him, and he just clanks the open jumper.
The shot and game clock separated by 4. Batum with the ball. Leonard picks him up. Batum passes to Walker. And it's Walker again missing.
And it seems like nothing is falling for him this quarter. He's really out of his rhythm.
16 feet away. Ginobili misses. Here's Kid Gilchrist. Can't get it to go. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Spurs out in front. They're up by 11. 2K Sports back in a moment here at the Time Warner Cable Arena in Charlotte.
Coming up next Monday, January 19th, Paul George and the Indiana Pacers.
我觉得今年的球季应该会复苏。
And let's take this opportunity now to show
相当
you
应
our
对
State Farm assist of the game.
在
Well, we might as well call it the State Farm play of the game. This was just a marvelous
跟美国队的对抗赛中把球摔
two
断。
teammates completely in sync on the alley-oop.
On the floor for San Antonio, starting the fourth
可是点到人家都搞七篮板。
Danny Green are your 1 and your 2. Ginobili out there with LaMarcus Aldridge. And it's Duncan in at the 5. Aldridge with a screen on Walker. Parker drives in, kicks it out to Ginobili. And the wide open shot from Green. Off the mark there with the
主播都
3-point
说
shot.
Welcome shot，
Hornets trail by
结果没进。
9. Walker the pass to the Cobra. The shot's good on the assist by Walker. Walker's got his 4th assist in this one.
Man, I
是
gave
NBA NBA 2K 的通病，就是说当你领先的时候就开始作弊。
Duncan with the screen on Walker. Here's Parker. The
好球！
drops and he gets fouled on the shot. 1 free throw
会
coming
加
his
一
way.
啊！
You got to like how they're getting the ball inside this half. They didn't have as much success earlier in the game, but now they're showing real determination in taking it inside to score. Tony could well be the best point guard penetrator in the game. I mean, he's great at finding the seam and getting the ball up and off glass before the shot blocker can recover. And once the ball hits the glass and comes off, it's a no-touch zone for the defender.
Back to Walker. Charlotte moving it around. Here's the Cobra. Shot is off.
Cobra 是谁
It's
啊
the Spurs？
好
taking
像是
it
那
the
个
other
新
way.
人吧，
13
忘记那个
points
名
was
字
their。biggest lead in the game. Parker with it. He's picked up by Walker. Tries from 16. And a
Oh,
kick
sure,
bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. And now it's a 12-point Spurs lead. Charlotte calls timeout. Charlotte making a switch here. Batum's checked in. Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Hey guys, I got a chance to hear what Steve Clifford was saying to his team. He didn't exactly take it easy on them, saying, how much do you want it? Don't tell me, show me out there. We have to play better. We have to play harder if we're going to come back.
看
Guys,
别搞了，哎，没进
No。good that time either. Spurs leading by 12. Parker dishes to Aldridge.
哦对，来一个外线啊！
Misses the three.
或许在常规赛季也是有外线三分外线的能力。
And Walker kicks to Kid
只要
Gilchrist.
你只要离他很远，他就射了。
Back to Walker. Lets the three fly. San Antonio with the rebound. Duncan's got his 3rd rebound tonight. Parker against Walker. Parker passes to Aldridge.
看
We're in the 4th quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes
啊，没
gone.
转过去。
They set the screen. Here's the Cobra, and he comes off the screen and slams it through.
Boy, that's some physical basketball out there. I'm glad I'm not in the middle of that. A hard pick and an assault on the bucket.
Old school stuff there.
Yeah, there was a lot to like on that play.
Over in the corner, Green. Ginobili outside. Passes to Aldridge. Dish now to Parker. Aldridge with a screen on Walker. Parker kicks to Aldridge. Fires from the wing. Aldridge can't get that one to fall.
Well, his shot's been off to the question. He's not the guy they're going to want to look to if they want to keep this lead where it is.
Outside, Walker. Here's Jefferson. Takes a big height bounce and goes in. Jefferson's got it back down to single digits for the Hornets. San Antonio calls timeout. They're in front by 8. 1:39 left in the fourth quarter. Leonard, he's checked in for Manu Ginobili. On it. It's stolen by Jefferson. Goes up. And Kid Gilchrist throws it down.
Boy, nice one-man fast break on that one.
It sure was a stylish finish to cap it off, too.
Parker outside. Outside, Green.
Yeah, why not?
Duncan with the screen for Green. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Duncan outside. Shoots from the elbow. San Antonio again missing. Hornets trail by 6. Outside, Walker. For 3. And the foul on Al Jefferson. That is his first foul of the game. Unable to get the ball in bounds. They get called for the 5-second violation.
He went a decent amount of time before his first turnover there. It's really been a good, safe stretch of basketball to this point.
Batum dishes to Walker. Back to Batum. The feed to Jefferson. The jump hook. Shot misses. Great D that time from Duncan. San Antonio's gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. Green, the pass to Duncan. Duncan with another miss. The Hornets have gone 5 of 11 from the field in the fourth quarter. From deep, Walker. It falls. What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
A sensational run has them on the brink of tying it up or even taking the lead all of a sudden.
Steve, quite a turn of events here. I mean, they really snapped into focus in a hurry and tightened up their game at both ends.
This is to Green. 4 on the shot clock. Back to Parker. Tries to snap the cold streak. Kemba Walker comes up with the loose ball.
That's a bold move, trying to respond to that 3, but he couldn't convert.
And so it's San Antonio who scraped by with the win. It was tight, but they managed to come up with the win.
You know, nobody wants to lose a close game, Kevin. It's much better to win those tight ones.
Thank you for joining us for this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. For Clark, Steve, and Doris, and the rest of the crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next time. Last but not least, here is your Jordan Player of the Game, Tony Parker.
在外面啊。 是中风了吧？
The map has been updated.
間違いない。さっきの男がエメリッヒ。今回の回収ターゲットだ。
The map
洞
has
窟
been
の奥に
updated.
消えた兵器。一緒にいた男。エメリッヒが何らかの答えを持っている。ソ連のベースキャンプに移送された。場所をマップにマークしておく。ベースキャンプに向かってくれ。
The map has been updated. The map has been updated. Intel file obtained.
入手した
The
情報
map
を
has
解
been
析。
updated.
ターゲットの位置が分かったぞ。マップ情報を更新した。端末で確認してくれ。
开始把它关起来。他那只气人要怎么打啊？他不是就出来说那个机器人。
敵の戦闘ヘリだ。 機銃を掃射されたら波の人間にはかわせない。慎重に行け。
对，说玩来玩去，我还是比较喜欢对干的，不太喜欢那种竞争。但这种也是到最后是怎样记路线，有些都是记路线而已，哪一个敌人从哪一个方位出来。
The map has been updated.
有一款游戏有点像是潜龙谍影，叫它在什么剧中接来的，就是有两个那种。
敵の戦闘兵だ。攻めれば敵をやり過ごすことができるはずだ。
他那个他妈把它拿起来，拉起来。妈的，干！
最高機密聞いてはいたがあんなものに関わっていたのはそれにあのドクロ顔の男ミツバチオケンスカルズずっと引っかかっていたがやはりそうだ。ボス、奴はサイファーの実動部隊 XOF の指揮官だ。おそらく9年前の事件の首謀者だがゼロとは切れたはずだが少し調べてみる。今は任務に集中してくれ。
不要我了，在讲话。
Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
现在就有听到了吧？看，这是看到鬼了。现在有人在讲话。
Стоп! Это кафе. Понадобился огонь. Открыли огонь в ответ. Но потеряли врага. Враг может все еще прятаться поблизости. Соблюдайте осторожность. Прием!
Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated. Enemy presence detected.
这个真的玩下来真的浪费时间，时间很少。对我们这些上班族来说，不太想要花这些时间去躲。但是你很多东西都要 try and error。
Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
爽啊！要杀人啊！爽了，刚才杀人。刚才有连线的。
Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated. Enemy presence
那个男子汉跟他对
The
峙，
map has been updated.
要在那上班无时间跟你比啦，出来，妈火大了啦！上班无时间啦。我今晚还会补。哎呦，thiếu干！它直接可以这样飞哦，不见，见。
Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated. Please select a strike point. Strike requested.
上。
Strike will commence shortly.
那边有战车哎，快！好呀！真死吧你！进不去呀！我进不去呀！看！
スネーク応答しろスネーク
亡命を希望する科学者エメリッヒを回収するんだベースキャンプに向かってくれ
这个真的是要有耐心。
Enemy presence detected. The map has been
先
updated.
习惯在这边
奇襲を操作されたら波の人間にはかわせない慎重に。
晚安啦，拜拜。